No, I left Vidcon. There was someone I was talking to, another YouTuber. I wouldn't even really call him a YouTuber. Maybe they're like, they have like a drama channel, like the Fruit Kid or something like that. Anyway, I was talking about possibly collabing, but it didn't end up happening. And like it was never like set in stone that we were gonna collab.
And people don't know my side of the story. She's trying to paint it like we did not have something set in stone. And that's why I want to come on camera with my screenshots and show you guys. So clearly guys, when Shannon's trying to tell you like, oh, she didn't agree to a time, it was very informal. She was just saying it almost like, yeah, like cool, like we're gonna do a collaboration. You guys can obviously see this is Shannon agreeing to the time 3:30. So why would I hire someone to come and shoot a video if Shannon wasn't 100%? So again, you guys can see where Shannon agrees right here on the bottom where she said, OMG, yes, see you at 3:30 XOXO. I said, can I Venmo you to reimburse you for your glam for the day? It's on me, babe. The next message, I'm sitting here with my videographer looking like an idiot and you just completely flake on me. The F. Hey guys, and welcome to Mango Tea. If you're new here, my name is Steven Mango, and I'm a drama channel that covers beauty drama and the beauty community. Now, I think we all know why we're here today, and that's because of the drama that's gone down between myself and Shannon Rose at Vidcon. I had a planned collaboration set up with Shannon Rose, my favorite YouTuber, and she completely ghosted me at Vidcon. Now, there's been a lot of different rumors and misconceptions and ideas floating around about what actually happened. Shannon and I have had a bit of a back and forth on social media, Instagram stories, so I wanted to actually take the time to sit down and make a full video and explain my whole history with Shannon about the collaboration. It actually was set in stone, even though Shannon wants to try to claim otherwise. So I want to show you all the text, all the screenshots, all the proof about what actually happened yesterday at Vidcon. So without further ado, let's just get right on into today's video. Hey guys, so first off, before we get into the full story, I just wanted to say, do not send any hate to Shannon, to Travis, to Snow, to like any of the Rose family. That's not what this video is for or what this video is about. I might even shut down my comment section, honestly, if I start to see it get too nasty on either side. Not because I want to censor anyone, but I just really want Shannon to be accountable for what she did to me at Vidcon. I'm going to be accountable for my actions on social media, which we're going to get to, so I don't want people who have seen what's gone down on social media to actually define their opinion on this matter, because things did get a little bit messy, but understandably I was very hurt that this YouTube influencer just completely ghosts me when I had a videographer set up. I traveled, so we're gonna get into all of that and what actually happened. But first off, I also wanted to say that people don't know my history with Shannon Rose. They think that I'm just like some probably clout chasing YouTuber who is trying to use some big influencer YouTuber who has 1 million subscribers, like trying to get on her channel. When Shannon and I had, I don't want to go as far as to say like a friendship, but we have talked back and forth over the years. So I'm going to explain a little bit more about that so you guys know that this isn't just like I looked up YouTubers with 1 million subscribers, like, okay, let me email them all and see if someone will agree to collaborate with me. That's not what this actually is. I have been in the Rose fam, if you will, since the very early days when she was doing story times. The really crazy ones are always my favorite, when she would do like all her stories about stripping and escorting and all that sort of stuff. That's how I initially found her. And I know that she's done other collaborations with other YouTubers like Channon Rose, who I still watch but watched at the time, and that's kind of how I initially found Shannon. Now, it's just very funny too that Shannon got ghosted by Channon Rose and basically did the same exact thing to me with absolutely no remorse or regret for the amount of money and time I paid for her glam, her hair and makeup for our collaboration, which we're going to get into. And I just can't believe that Shannon, after what Tana and Shannon went through, Shannon thinks it's okay to do that to someone else.
Alright, you guys, it's like 2:30 in the morning and Tana never came, so I'm so exhausted. I'm gonna take my makeup off and go to sleep.
So, how I know Shannon. But first off, let me show you guys too, because I wanted to pull out like receipts. Like, I am a Shannon Rose fan. Like, I've read her whole entire book. This is actually a really good book. You guys should buy it. I don't even know why I'm saying that after someone goes and screws me over. Like, I'm still like, here, go buy Shannon's book. Like, it's actually like not a bad book if you're a fan of Shannon Rose. And that's the thing, like, I still have such a soft spot in my heart for her, even after everything she did to me. Because you guys have to realize, and I know you guys know who watch YouTube a lot, the people you watch on YouTube become like your friends and family when you watch their videos every single day. Like, I used to stan Trisha Paytas for like years and years and years, like every single video. And I still love Trisha, it's not shade, but I'm just saying, like, when you watch someone that closely, they're almost like your friends. Like, I don't have any friends. I don't have like close family relationships and stuff. So I watched a lot of YouTube, and I really feel for Shannon, like when she was able to get pregnant and everything like that. Like, I cried like when she announced her pregnancy, because that's how much I really care about Shannon and who she is. So Shannon, this is how I initially first met Shannon. I had a friend named Allie who I went to hairdressing school with, and Allie wasn't really someone who watched like a lot of YouTube like influencers or people or anything like that. So I had to kind of convince her to come with me to this event. It was called BlushCon. It wasn't BeautyCon, it was BlushCon. Now this was at, I think it was something called like the Asian American Convention. It was something where they had BlushCon within this Asian American convention. And we drove up to like the San Gabriel Valley or something. I don't necessarily know, I live in LA, but we took the trek up to wherever this convention was, and we went into this small little area because Shannon was having a meet and greet. And I'm like, you know, it feels kind of weird to like wait in line in a meet and greet, because I don't know if you guys are like this, but it's like, what do you say? Like, especially when you're such a big fan of someone's work, you're like, okay, like, what do I say? Like, is Travis gonna be there? Is she gonna, like, I don't know. Like, it was just like so exciting for me to be able to have that opportunity to meet Shannon. So we waited in line for at least like an hour, and I never wait for anyone. I waited for Britney Spears. I think I paid like $2,000 to meet Britney Spears once, which was crazy. Like, I don't recommend spending $2,000 on a meet and greet for Britney Spears. I love her, but her meet and greets are not worth $2,000. But Shannon's was free. I remember how nervous I was. I brought my camera and everything like that. I might even have some clips I'm going to show you guys. And there might actually be a clip of this, what I'm about to tell you guys. But I had my friend Allie hold the camera because she didn't really care about like meeting Shannon or anything. And I went up to Shannon and I was like telling her like, you know, like I'm a YouTuber and stuff like that. I just got started because I think I just started my drama channel at the time. I might have had like 15,000 subscribers, maybe 20,000 at the time. And she's like, oh my God, like, you know, that's so cool. Like, how'd you get all your subscribers and stuff like that? And if I have any clips, I'm going to play them in here. But during this, I told Shannon I'm a hairdresser, and I think it would be really cool if I was able to do your hair for a video. She's like, yeah, like, let's do it. And she even put it on her Instagram story. I don't know if I have this anymore, but it said, Steven Mango, collab soon, or looking forward to collaborating. There was some type of Instagram story. If I have it, I'll put it in here, guys. Remember, this is over a year and a half ago. I don't know if my screenshots go back that far. I actually found a DM between Shannon and I in my screenshot folder. I ended off one of my messages saying something about being flexible, and I'm so excited to film our collab, obviously XO. She goes, "Aw, you are so sweet. You are more than welcome to visit any time and stay with us. We are currently remodeling our place, is still under construction, but I visit LA all the time, so text me whenever and we can set it up." I blocked out her number, but it starts with 818. But Shannon could tell you guys, we talked about possibly doing this collab. So I'm going to show you guys a couple clips of Shannon and I at BlushCon so you guys can see that this actually happened. This was really exciting for me because I really felt like Shannon and I really hit it off and we had a connection, and I'm like, wow, like this is so cool to actually almost feel, you know, like we had a friendship. Like she gave me her number like right there and was like, here, like text me, like let's set this up. And I thought it would almost be the sort of case where she'd be like, you know, DM me, maybe one day that this will happen. But she's like, no, like you could fly up and come see me. So we talked about that a little bit. It never actually happened because before she moved back down to LA, I'm not gonna say where she lives, but back down to LA, she lived in like Sacramento, and that's about like an hour flight from LA, 45 minutes maybe. So when she had her old house, I was gonna fly up to Sacramento, do her hair for a couple different videos. That's back when I was doing hairdressing more like full time. We were gonna do a video where I was gonna do like different hairstyles and show you how to do hair from like say day to night or night to day or whatever. Like we're gonna just do like different ways, like okay, you can start off straight, you can go curly, flat iron the ends, this is how you add volume, this is how you tease it, to show you guys on Shannon, and we agreed on that as to do. Obviously Shannon got pregnant and things were happening, and understandably I wasn't upset about that. So clearly, guys, understand that, you know, that it's not like she ghosted me at that time, but, you know, we kind of fell out of touch for a little bit, and we were just kind of texting each other like, oh, hey, like, how's, you know, things going? How's Snow? Like, so excited for you. Like, kind of like surface level friendship, obviously. But again, it's not like we were hanging out, going to the mall or something like that. So then last year at VidCon, we actually caught up very quickly at a panel. They have like these panels for creators and stuff like that. And I was actually in one of Shannon's vlogs, so let's show you guys a little clip.
Hey, Rose fan.
I'll link his channel down below, you guys. But we just got into Casey and I thing, but we had to wait in a line. As you can see, it's like crazy busy.
Basically camped outside.
That's what I thought. We waited in a really long line. But I'm really excited because this is someone I've wanted to see for a while, and he was just in the hospital.
Yes, it's crazy.
He's like coming here. Yeah, he's coming
From the hospital, he's going to be here at the...
Yeah, dedication. Thank you, Casey. All right, I'm excited for this.
Thank you for blessing us.
Right. Exactly.
So Shannon and I, again, we hung out maybe for like an hour, maybe 2 hours. I'm not really sure exactly how long. We went to like a Casey Neistat panel. We went to a couple different panels at VidCon. And again, it was just very casual. Travis was there, whatever. And it was just cool because we were able to connect on like a level where it wasn't like, let's just collab. It was like we were actually just hanging out as friends who were both YouTubers. I'm smaller, thinking like, why is this YouTuber with 1 million subscribers hanging out with someone who has like 20,000? But it was cool because I really respected her for having there's a lot of YouTubers, let's just put it like this, guys, who have millions of subscribers, and they're like, ooh, like I won't look at, you know, ever collaborating with them if they have under like 250K or 100K. And it's just like that sort of thing, and I kind of know people are so about the numbers, but Shannon like actually saw me just as another creator in person, and that's just what I really loved about Shannon. So when it came up that VidCon was coming around this year, I started talking to Shannon like, hey, like, are we gonna go to VidCon this year? And Shannon initially was like, you know, I'm not really sure like what's going on and what's happening with my schedule, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of gave her a little bit of space, thinking like, okay, like, you know that we went to VidCon sort of last year. If you want to see me this year, great, we'll go to VidCon. If not, cool. So a few weeks go by, whatever. Now we're going to about 3 weeks before VidCon possibly. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to VidCon. And I texted Shannon, like, you know what? I'm getting my ticket, the creator pass. It'd be really cool, you know, to see you. If not, if you're not going, whatever, that's cool too. She's like, yeah, like, let me just check my schedule, see what's going on. Come to find out, probably like 2 weeks before VidCon, I would say, Shannon and I started texting back and forth. Again, because I bought her book and I wanted to tell her like, hey, you know, I'm supporting you. And I think it's really cool you're opening up and being so honest and telling your story. And she's like, hey, you know what? Like, let's make it happen. Like, let's actually shoot this collab we've been talking about. Like, you're so sweet to support me and everything like that. So I'm almost like the fan in a way, to be like granted the opportunity to sit down with this big YouTuber. Like, that's kind of how it was. Like, you know, we're friendly, but it's not like we're like best friends. But I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we'll shoot this collaboration. So we've been kind of like texting back and forth on like some ideas. I didn't really know, but I figured we'd do some type of story time, or at least for Shannon's channel, what I wanted to do for her channel was her to interview me about my Scientology experience. And then for my channel, of course, we're going to do some, I don't think it's ever going to happen, obviously, to tell you my idea of what I was going to do with Shannon for my channel, but she was going to come on my channel with Snow, and we were going to do something really fun for my channel. And it's all that matters. It's almost like I'm protecting the idea. It's like she's never going to collaborate with me now anyways. But we make plans and we set it for 3:30 at VidCon. Now Shannon had a meetup in like the PixArt Creator Hall D, which is like where you don't have a featured meetup, like a featured creator meetup. This is just like if you're like an everyday YouTuber, and they give you a space. There's almost like these like little rows, and all the YouTubers stand in a row, and you can go in the creators line, and it's just very like informal. It's not like cool or anything like that, but you know, she had hers from like 12 to 1:30. We figured, okay, give her a little bit of time, like to get ready, whatever, to change or whatever she wanted to do. I don't know. I just said like 3:30 is kind of a safe bet. I didn't want to say 2 because it runs late, because I was actually going to pay someone to record the video. Because what happens, at least with my camera, it stops recording after like 15 minutes, and you have to press record again and set the ring light and make sure the sound is good and all that. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want like to ruin this, like when I have like a big YouTuber coming on my channel. Like let me get like just like some kid who has video experience, like, hey, like press record, make sure the audio and everything is rolling, get that going, and I could just sit down and focus on the collab. Because again, I'm like nervous because I'm gonna be sitting down with someone like this. You guys obviously understand if you watch someone like Shannon, like if you got to sit down with her, wouldn't you be like, I don't want to be like fumbling and pressing all the buttons and stuff like that. So I'm like, let me have someone come, set that up. I stayed at the Sheraton, which again, not like super expensive, but I paid like $400 or $500 for my room, about $200 for my ticket. And yes, I wanted to do other things at VidCon. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I was just going for Shannon, but when you have a big collaboration plan like that, of course, you know, when you're debating to go or not to go, whatever, you're like, okay, I have a collaboration in the works. Like this is like a big opportunity for me and my channel when I'm a small creator to have someone like take a chance on me. So I paid several $100s, you know, traveling down to Orange County. I live in LA, but still, it's like a little mini trip. I spent $700 to $1,000 for the accommodations and everything, and to stay an extra day. I wasn't going to stay for this Saturday. I was going to go for Thursday, Friday, come back on Saturday. So I'm staying an extra day for Shannon, going because there's not as many panels on that Saturday. So I'm staying basically for Shannon to do our collaboration on Saturday. So I'm going to show you guys the text. We're going to get into all of that just so you guys can actually see. I'm going to pull them all up on my phone so we can catch you guys up to speed. So I want you guys to be able to see this. We're here on the front of my phone. So I'm going to click the messages. Obviously, I'm not going to show you like all the other text messages that I have in my phone. So I just pulled up the section with Shannon. So we click right here. So as you guys can see, Shannon Rose. Obviously, guys, I'm not going to dox her and show her phone number, but Shannon could also verify this on her text. So I'm going to show you like what actually was said between us. So the first text says, I'm so excited for our collab. Like, honestly, thank you so much for doing this with me. I have like no subscribers. And little laughing faces. I'm your Make-A-Wish child. Ha 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 ha. Because you know, a lot of YouTubers say, they're like, oh my God, like thank you for doing the charity work to like do a video with me type of thing. So that's why I said that. Can I at least treat you to hair and makeup for taking the time to do this collab with me? It's the least I could do. So as you guys can see, if it ever focuses, that's what I said. So Shannon responds right here. I can't read it in the view. I have to like turn my phone because I'm not that person to put it up on the screen. She goes, you were so sweet to me, love. I can't wait to see you. I said, can I Venmo you to reimburse you for your glam for the day? It's on me, babe. So that's what Shannon and I were saying there. So the reason that I'm offering to pay for her glam is because it's honestly, like I said, it's like the least that I could do for this big YouTuber to come on. I can't pay her. And I think like, hey, like what can I do? Like I'm not just gonna be like, here's like $500. Like, I don't know, like I felt weird to be like, I'll offer to pay you, because I honestly felt like this is a huge opportunity for me and I just love Shannon. And I'm like, you know what I'll do? I'll Venmo her and say, hey, this is for your glam squad and hair and makeup is on me, because we were talking also on the phone and stuff like that, and she was arranging her glam. So that's why I said that. I said, you know what would be fun is if I treat her to the hair and makeup, make her feel really special. She has her meet and greet and stuff too. So basically it's a win-win. It's for her glam for the day. She has a collaboration with me at the end of the day. So let me pay for her hair and makeup in the morning. It's the least I can do. I Venmo her the money for the hair and makeup. So she goes, I have hair and makeup at 8 a.m. and then once that's done, I'll head over that way. I'll text you when I'm on my way. Say, okay, sounds good. We can figure it all out. So that was down on these texts down there. She goes, good morning, heading out that way now. Going to the Hyatt to pick up my pass. I'll text you once I pick it up. My meet and greet is at noon, hoping I make it. If not, at least I'll see you. So I said, okay, I woke up super late this morning. My back has been killing me from walking so much. I have this kid named Frank coming to help me record everything. I have some notes I want to run by you before we start. So I think if you get to the creator lounge on the 3rd level, it's way in the back past the Tube Buddy booth, we can chat a bit before we roll. I know you don't have a lot of time, but we can meet at 3:30 and start recording by 3:45. Latest, and be wrapped, like finish filming by like 4:15. Does that still work? She goes, yeah, that works. I will see you at 3:30. I have Trav in Snow with me, and my mom is here if we need her to take snow off her hands. So So clearly, guys, when Shannon's trying to tell you, like, oh, she didn't agree to a time, it was very informal, she was just saying it almost like, yeah, like, cool, like, we're gonna do a collaboration. You guys can obviously see this is Shannon agreeing to the time 3:30. So why would I hire someone to come and shoot a video if Shannon wasn't 100%? Like, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna be, if someone's like, yeah, cool, we'll totally hang out, I'm not gonna be like, hey, like, let me go and hire someone to help me. I'm not gonna bring my camera. I'm not gonna do a whole setup. If it was very informal, guys, and she was like, hey, like, it'd be really cool if I have the time after my meetup, I will take the time to do it with you. If it was that, I would totally get why I would be in the wrong for that. But this is something where she 100% agreed on. So I said, OMG, can I babysit Snow for 24 hours for our next video? LMAO. She goes, OMG, yes, I love it. See you at 3:30. XOXO and a little kiss face thing. So again, you guys can see where Shannon agrees right here on the bottom where she said, OMG, yes, see you at 3:30, XOXO. So this is where Shannon ghosts me, and then I'm going to show you guys my Instagram story and explain like what was going on with that and the social media back and forth between Shannon and I, and just kind of recapping everything that happened. So I go, hey Shan, just wanted to see if you were almost here. So excited to meet Snow. So this was around like 3:20-ish. And again, I'm always like super early. I'm set up. I'm in the Creator Lounge, which is like on like the 3rd floor. It's basically this room where they have like, it was better last year, honestly, but they have like some different like tables and chairs, and you can like charge your phone and stuff like that. People shoot collabs there. It's just like a very informal place where you can go as a creator to meet up with other creators. That's the fun of VidCon, is being able to do stuff like this. And it's like a creative space where you can go and being able to, you guys know. So I said that. Then I said, when you come into the Creator Lounge, I am in the back left corner. Follow the glare of the ring light to find me, LOL, LOL. Then again, no answer. And I'm going to show you guys. I said, I just called you and it went to voicemail. Is everything okay, babe? No answer. The next text, Shannon, what's going on? I'm getting worried and you aren't picking up. Crying face. The next message, I'm sitting here with my videographer looking like an idiot and you just completely flake on me. The F. When I said the F word. And then I go, honestly, Shannon, I am so disappointed right now. I got a room at the Sheraton for $500. I spent over $200 on my pass to come here. I arranged Jeff to work from home to be with the dogs, which is my husband, and I'm home obviously as a YouTuber, so I'm with the dogs. Hidalgo likes to pee all over the house, so we need someone to be home because he has abandonment issues. And then I said I used all the gas in my car to drive down here. I hired some kid for $80 to help me record and set this S-word up, and I was counting on you to record this collab with me like you promised. I feel so let down. No answer to that one either, guys. Can you believe this? Like, anyways, we're gonna get into that. Then she goes, I said, you don't have she didn't text me all this time or answer any of these, and even afterwards, you guys can see she never texted me back. You don't even have the decency to text me to cancel. You owe me an apology. Like, seriously, nothing, crickets. So I'm gonna show you guys too, just so you guys see that these are real texts. Again, here I am on the home page of my phone. As you guys can see, like, I'll just open my calendar here, like you guys can see, just because you guys know that this is how this is. Clicking the weather button, so you guys can see the weather pulls up. This isn't some sort of conspiracy theory. You click here on the text, they pull up here with Shannon. So here are all the texts where Shannon ghosted me. So let me scroll so I can show you guys. So here are all the texts that I just read to you guys. And you can just basically see where Shannon just leaves off and left me basically on read and heard nothing from her. I also forgot to mention that after I sent all these text messages to Shannon and all the texting drama was going on, Shannon goes on her Instagram story and she's like, leaving VidCon, had so much fun, like, peace out, peace, love, and positive energy. And I'm gonna roll the clip for you guys, but that's how I found out she left VidCon. So she had enough time to go on her Instagram story and post a story that she's leaving VidCon, and she can't text me back after all these texts. You're gonna go on your Instagram story and post a story you're leaving VidCon when you just completely flake on my collaboration with you after I pay for your hair and makeup. So let's just roll that clip as well.
So I am leaving VidCon. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that showed up at my meetup. It was so nice meeting you guys, and I had so much fun here at VidCon. So thank you guys all for making it special. Sending you all my love and positive energy. Mwah!
So understandably, guys, you would see it from my perspective how hurt I would be and upset. So I'm gonna roll the Instagram clip for you guys to show you like how I reacted. I'm gonna bleep out the cursing and stuff like that. I did get very upset, but you have to understand from my perspective, when you're sitting down and you have like your videographer and everything, it's embarrassing, it's offensive, and it's like, how do you run your business like this? You know, other people are creators and this is how we make a living and stuff like that. So I was obviously very upset. She goes on her Instagram story and doesn't even have the decency to text me back. So this is where it's coming from, a place of hurt, a place of anger, sadness. I don't hear from her. There's clearly 6 or 7 messages that I sent. I tried calling her, did get no answer. So you have to see it from my perspective, guys, like why I would be so hurt and upset. So I'm gonna roll the clip for you. I have a lot of explaining and being accountable for different things that I said. So stay tuned after the Instagram story for that, because you guys have to hear that. And Shannon also had some choice words, calling me a fruit cake or a fruit kid, which is derogatory towards a gay man such as myself. There's a lot more to say, so let's just roll the Instagram clip first.
And because I am going to be shooting a collab with one of my favorite YouTubers, Shannon Rose. Shannon's going to be here in about 20 or 30 minutes or so, so I'm just getting set up. Just want to let you guys know that there's a new video coming soon. Hey guys, I'm fucking pissed off right now. You don't even know how mad I am, so we're gonna spill some tea. How about that? So, as you guys know, like I've mentioned, I had a planned collaboration with Shannon Rose at 3:30 today. I'm literally like hyperventilating. Like, I am so mad right now. We were supposed to meet at 3:30 in the Creator Lounge. I brought my camera, I have my setup, I have my tripod, everything all ready to go to shoot our collaboration video. I've been planning this for weeks now. I text Shannon. 3:25 comes around, no answer. I DM her, I tweet her, and I'm trying to figure out where the hell she is. Do you know how I find out that she goes on her Instagram story and she says that she's not at Vidcon? I'm not even breathing, guys. Like literally, that's how mad I am right now. And she blew off our collaboration, did not have the decency to tell me. And you know what, Shannon? I know you're watching this right now, and you want to know something? I'm gonna spill the tea.
Hey guys, so I am leaving VidCon. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that showed up at my meetup. It was so nice meeting you guys, and I had so much fun here at VidCon. So thank you guys all for making it special. Sending you all my love and positive energy.
Hey guys, I know I was super heated in my last Instagram story that I posted about all of this Shannon Rose stuff. Obviously, understandably, if you guys are in my position and you're planning to shoot a collab with someone and you make videos for a living, this is what you plan to do. Like, I was really excited, really looking forward to this all day long. So obviously, like, I'm really hurt and really upset. And for Shannon to not even like have the decency like to text me after like all this time, yet my messages are like seen. She's like looking at my Instagram story and you have absolutely no decency. Like, what kind of bitch does that? Honestly, like, sorry, like people like coming for me like, oh, like you called her a bitch, but honestly, like that's kind of bitchy honestly to do. So I don't know, guys. I'm gonna try to enjoy the rest of my VidCon. I hope you guys have a good day, and a drink. I'm not gonna have a drink, but honestly, like I should go like have some tension tamer tea and relax, because this is honestly stressing me out like way beyond than it needs to. But I don't know, do you guys want to see a Shannon Rose exposed video? Because I have some tea on Shannon Rose that will blow your mind. Hey guys, so I know that Shannon talked about this on her Instagram story. I just wanted to tell you my side of this really quickly. I'm going to be filming a video on this, but honestly, I don't understand how she can just go and like blame like her mental health or something like that. I know we all have struggles with our mental health and that sort of thing. I have depression, I have anxiety. I totally get it, and I would totally like respect it from Shannon if she was like, hey, like I'm having a hard day, like I have the kid or whatever, and she can't film or something like that. But anyone, I mean, I would just assume like most people would have like some common decency, especially if you're like a professional YouTuber. Like you would understand like, hey, like if you can't collab anymore, like say it, like just to be like, oh, my mental health. Like honestly, like you think that that's how you're gonna cancel our collaboration? Like, wouldn't you guys, like if you guys were me and you were set up ready to film and you've been planning on this for weeks, I drove down to Anaheim for this, like I've been staying in a hotel, like it's not just Shannon, like obviously like I've been going to like some of the other like creator meetups and that sort of thing, but for her to go and hey guys, so I think my story cut off on the last one. What I was trying to say was that when you make plans, whether it's VidCon or whether it was like in my bedroom, I still booked a hotel, I still came here. Yes, I wasn't here just for Shannon, but I did come here excited to collaborate with one of my favorite YouTubers. And for her to go and try to blame her mental health, and not only just that, like she goes and tries to be like, oh, like because he's a drama channel, like you think you can try to like make fun of my channel when you were like so excited like a minute ago. Like it's almost like fake to me to be like, hey, like like, I'm excited to like be on your channel, let's collaborate, let's do like something fun. And then you're gonna go and like shade me, you're gonna blame your mental health, you don't text me, you have enough time to go on your Instagram story, make a whole story about me, but you don't have time to go and like even just send like a nice quick text like, hey Steve, sorry, like something came up, like I'm having a panic attack or something. And even then I would be pissed off, but I would kind of understand because I do have panic attacks, I still have anxiety, like literally guys, my heart is like racing over this. Like I've been like trying to stay in my own lane, like try to do good videos. That's why I was excited to do a video with Shannon, like she's like, hey Shannon, have you ever told anyone about why your collaboration with PETA fell through? Because I'm more than happy to keep going on my story until I get an apology.
Captures all the moments that people don't get to see, and my business side. I feel like, you know, like I'm YouTube's quintessential dumb bitch.
So you guys see, I was very heated. But after all of that, I'm seeing Shannon is actually looking at my Instagram story. Now, what does that mean to you guys? This means that she's looking at my story, so she clearly sees all my hurt videos, yet I get even more pissed off when I go out to the social media. I get more pissed off because she's going on her story afterwards and posting more things, but she watches all my stories, right? Then she goes on her story and addresses me, all while not texting me back. So let's go and see what Shannon had to say on her Instagram story.
No, I left Vidcon. There was someone I was talking to, another YouTuber. I wouldn't even really call him a YouTuber. Maybe they're like, they have like a... So as you guys know, I left Vidcon. There was someone I was talking to, another YouTuber. I wouldn't even really call him a YouTuber. Maybe they're like, they have like a drama channel, like the Fruit Kid or something like that. Anyway, I was talking about possibly collabing, but it didn't end up happening. And like it was never like set in stone that we were gonna collab. It like was kind of like up in the air, like if I have time, like, and you know, I have snow and I've had like a lot mentally like going on that it just might not work out, and it didn't. And now they're like totally bashing me on their social media, like calling me a bitch and like saying fuck you, and like just like I honestly, like, people can be so mean sometimes.
So Shannon goes on her Instagram story and basically calls me the fruit kid, making fun of me for being a drama channel and being a smaller creator, which we're going to get into what she said on social media about me as well. So here I am, right, watching these stories, hearing her insult me when she was the one who ghosted and flaked me. So instead of texting me like, I'm sorry, babe, like, can you delete those stories? Like, I'll make it up to you or something. Or even just like, hey, let's handle it privately. I would have been totally open and okay with that. But when you ghost me, of course I'm going to be upset and I'm going to go off. Like, yes, did I call her a bitch? Yes. I'm sorry to call you a bitch, Shannon. And I'm being accountable to say that. Like, you're a woman, like I should not, as a man, like it's not like cool to call a girl a bitch. Like I get it, but we have a little bit of a history where, you know, when you fight as friends and stuff like that, obviously, you know, I've called my girlfriends a bitch before. They've called me bad words and stuff like that too. That's what happens between friend guys. This is just what happens on social media, and you guys see it amplified on a whole different level. So Shannon's calling me a fruit kid and all these things. I'm thinking like, oh, that's like what kids used to call me in high school, like to like make fun of me, like, oh, you're a fruit cake and stuff like that. And I obviously take that very offensively. So of course, when I go on social media, I'm gonna be pissed off. So I go on social media after Shannon posted this. I'm driving home from VidCon like an idiot, like telling the kid, like, sorry, like the girl didn't show up. Like, does anyone else in this Crater Lounge maybe want to collaborate with me or whatever? So I was posting stories. I was pissed off. Whatever. I start driving home and I start posting some different tweets. And I have to be accountable for this, guys, because I do owe Shannon somewhat of an apology for this, even though like later on you'll see Shannon's side and Shannon's making fun of me in a lot of different ways too. But anyways, so I post some different things. I say that I'm gonna expose Shannon because again, in my mind, I'm so hurt and upset that this girl blows me off after I spend time, money, effort to travel and do all of this sort of thing. Of course I'm gonna be upset. So I post some tweets. I say I'm gonna expose Shannon. I put little snake emojis, ghost emojis. Was it the right thing to do? No. And I'm sorry, Shannon, for again calling you a bitch or trying to threaten that I know different things about you. I said I knew about her PETA collaboration that didn't work out. Like other things, like yeah, maybe I do want to make a video exposing Shannon. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to think of if I want to do like an actual expose video. But besides that fact, I did say things on social media that I regret and I feel really bad about. I was in the heat of the moment, guys. Again, if you put yourself in my shoes of someone who has dreamed of doing this, you would be just as hurt as I was. So another thing I want to be accountable for, and I want to be very open and honest with you guys about this whole entire situation. I did say in a message, I called her a psycho. I did say, oh, maybe she's mental or something like that. As someone who has struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder after leaving a cult, I've had depression all my life, anxiety, I've been bullied. I get that 100%. It's not right to even imply or joke about someone's mental health or anything like that. I totally see it from this point now, but you guys don't know. Shannon and I have joked where Shannon has said like, oh, I'm a mental case, ha ha ha. She talks in her book. I don't know what page it's on. I'm scrolling through here, so if I find it, I'll tell you guys. Maybe it was in another book she talked about that. You guys know if you watch Shannon, you guys know after the abortion. Like, I'm trying to find the chapter on the mental health, my first days as a porn star. You guys know Shannon has been open about her mental health, as have I. I've made hundreds of videos about my mental health on my other channel as well. But Shannon has joked to me that, oh, like, I'm a little bit like a mental case, like I have bipolar, I'm depressed, and she's open, like I'm not just like revealing that. So when I said like, oh, maybe she's a little bit mental, this is an inside thing that Shannon and I have said, that if it's presented in the way Shannon wants to reply to that, being like, oh my God, like this kid's coming for me. You guys don't know, Shannon and I have not joked about it, but we've gone back and forth in a lighthearted way where she's told me, like, she sent me little screenshots the other day of like her being a porn star and stuff like that, and it's like that's something that we have said, and I use it as an insult to go below the belt, because both of us have joked about her being a mental case, if in her own words, guys. So when I said like, oh yeah, maybe she's a little mental or psycho, like I didn't mean it to like shade her mental health in that way, as much as it's just like I was so hurt, like, oh yeah, maybe, you know, she's having an episode or something. But then why not tell me? This is the thing I don't get, guys. People on Twitter are trying to say, oh my God, she has a family and she has problems with her mental health and stuff like that. I'm the type of person that I understand, like, you guys know, like, to tell me, like, if this ever happened, like, I would tell someone, like, I can't get up out of bed, I'm depressed, whatever, I can't film the collaboration. I would respect that from you, Shannon, if you just have the decency to do that, to not say anything of why you just leave. Or like with Travis, or I'm having family issues, or Snow, like a lot of people are mothers and they have full-time careers. I don't buy that, Shannon, you know, like, oh, she's a family, she's busy. Like, you're a social media influencer, is a job. Your job is to do collaboration. So cancel the collaboration properly. Don't just like leave me hanging here and make me think that we're doing something when we're not. She left VidCon like, I'm having so much fun, so much peace, love, positive energy. You guys saw the story. So I don't buy that. This idea like, oh, she was having maybe some issues with her mental health that day, whatever. It's like, okay, then you're like, I'm having so much fun leaving VidCon, whatever. It's like she completely ghosted the collaboration. Even if she's like, I forgot or something, I would at least respect it. But to say nothing, to look at all my stories and then go and start coming for me, calling me a fruit kid, it gets even worse. She goes on her social media, I'm gonna show you guys some of the tweets, and she was making fun of me saying, oh, it would be, you know, his honor. She didn't say like his honor, but she said like, it would be his, like almost like your majesty to grace, he would be lucky if I graced him with my presence. She said like things like that. He only has 2,000 subscribers. Like, honey, I have 41,000. And she was trying to shade me for being a smaller creator. Then she started saying other things and she started getting a lot of heat for that. So let's just look at a couple of those tweets just to show you guys.
Here are some of the texts that went down last night. Shannon tweets, just want to make clear that I never ghosted or flaked on anyone at VidCon today. People are unbelievable with the way they twist things around to benefit them in some way. Feel free to expose me. Pretty sure I've exposed everything about myself online though. She says, I clarify a bit more in my vlog tomorrow about this VidCon drama. Hopefully that clears things up and we can all move on from this. I said, I don't know if Shannon is slightly mental or if she's psycho, but dude, I'm set up for a collab and she never came. Who does that? Well, joke's on her. I have so much tea on her. Shannon goes, wow, normally I would take the high road and ignore this since I'm sure you are saying this to garner attention, but I can't hold my tongue any longer, so here it goes. You are an a-hole. I'm so glad I didn't end up collabing with you. Feel free to expose me, but I will be. Curious as to what tea you have. Hope you don't plan on making things up to get back at me for not collabing with you. A fan goes, he really isn't worth being upset over. She goes, I just don't like when people talk about my mental health. That really pisses me off, especially lately when I publicly addressed going through a tough time. Not cool. Dude's a douchebag. Nick Snyder tweeted something at Shannon, and she goes, I'm always up for collabs. He's a smaller channel, 2K subs. I feel like he should be grateful I even entertained the idea of collabing with him. I said, I spent $1,000 to get a hotel, get to VidCon, we confirmed 3:30 p.m., and you ghost me? Do you know how I feel, Shannon? You were my favorite YouTuber, and you screwed me over. Your mental health prohibits you from texting someone to cancel. I spent money to book travel to collab with you, and you ghosted me. I was waiting with the videographer to shoot with you, and you go on Insta story saying you left and don't even text to say you're bailing? Are you forgetting to tell your fans that I paid $400 for your hair and makeup this morning, and you don't even have the decency to tell me you were canceling our collab until I found out on Insta Story? Wow, keep lying, Shannon.
Again, I take full responsibility for being heated and being like so hurt and upset to be like, you know, I'm gonna expose you, whatever. Like, I didn't handle it right on social media. That's why I wanted to come on camera when I had a level head instead of filming the video last night. I wanted to come on camera when I could actually look at this from both sides and say, like, I was wrong. But Shannon still hasn't taken accountability. No text, no call. She goes on and tries to get her Rose fam to come after me and talk so much crap about me and make all these different messages. Tweets directed to have her people come for me when I never sent anyone to go and hate on Shannon. And people don't know my side of the story. She's trying to paint it like we did not have something set in stone. And that's why I want to come on camera with my screenshots and show you guys. I'll do a part 2 if you want a part 2, if you want the screenshots of other sort of messages and stuff like that. This is already a long video. I just want to get this out there as quickly as possible because other drama channels are already, you know, I'm sure planning to do a video maybe, or to talk about this or come for me, because a lot of drama channels have come for me in the past because there was controversy and stuff. Now, with this whole situation in the past with Nico Cotto, my eye's watering, the situation with Nico Cotto, Avocado, and Trisha, very similar. Now, everyone came to Nico Cotto's defense on that case, all the other drama channels, whatever. In that case, they didn't support Trisha because, like, coming for, or supporting Trisha, oh my god, Trisha was being canceled at that point, right? In my case, same type of situation happens to me. These drama channels want to support Shannon because people are so hell-bent on taking me down without even hearing my side. So that's why I wanted to get this video out as quickly as possible to show you guys the receipts. I'm sure, you know, they may even have videos already out by the time I post this. I'm not sure, but I need you guys to hear from my perspective what actually happened at VidCon yesterday. It's really such a thing where it really pains me and hurts me to sit down here and know that my friendship with Shannon won't exist, you know, and this collaboration, like, it makes me look so bad, like, that this happened too, and people are going to look at me in a different way and not want to collab with me and stuff like that. And, you know, that's okay if that's what it comes down to, but I'm not going to let someone go and not be accountable and take advantage of a smaller creator and make fun of me and talk down to me. And I can only be accountable for my part in this. Shannon, I challenge you honestly to tell your side of the story, to share what actually happened, because I still don't know, and I don't know if Shannon ever will, but I am making this video because I still, as of right now, it is Sunday, July 15th or 14th at 10:54 a.m. in LA time. I still have not heard anything from Shannon, so I don't know if we ever will. So stay tuned, guys. I might even post part 2. I might expose Shannon and some other things that I might know that I've held back on, and I don't know. We're gonna just kind of play it by ear, guys, but I really want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't be mean. If it turns mean, I'm gonna turn off my comment section. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and turning on your bell, because if I do feel so inclined to throw up a video, you guys might want to be the first ones to see it, because I don't know if I'm going to leave these videos up. So make sure you guys are staying posted on tapping the bell icon and that sort of thing. Guys, I need some tension tamer tea, honestly. I have so much anxiety over this. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.